Hello everyone, welcome back to RAM 3D Printing. Today we're going to install the replacement cable from Elegoo on the Elegoo Neptune 4 Max. One thing I actually did yesterday after the stream ended was pull out the Hotend connector since I didn't have a flathead screwdriver on me. I did it after the stream to make it easier to where we could just get right back into it. So, that is exactly where we're going to start first. Since with the Hotend, you don't have to worry about polarity. Even though technically it's showing a positive and negative, we will just follow that. So the three solid black wires together is positive, and then the one with the white line on it is negative. They will just get screwed in like so. Okay. Those are in now. Fan 1, fan 2 will get plugged into the splitter. Looks like E0 we plugged in there. We have AC. Which I'm going to flip around to the front of the table to make sure I get it plugged in. Can everybody hear me in chat by chance? Plug that one in, jump back around. We have a, it's labeled as a PS. It is a 3-pin. TH2, that's TH1. Just right there. Let's see, what is this one? LED. We will wait for that for a second. Thank you, chat, for that. Let's see. That one goes there. We have fan 2. Yeah, fan 2. Looks like fan 1 gets plugged into one of those. So we've got that all in there. And now we're looking for LED. Let's check. LED. LED 1 gets plugged in right there. Okay. That is everything on that end of the harness. So what we'll do now, turn that back over. Let's see. Get a little better angle here. Push that back. There we go. Now I happen to have a bunch of the smaller zip ties. If you recall from yesterday where I pulled one of the mounting points off of the board. Let's see. So that wants to go like that. The perks of doubling up on zip ties. So, how is everyone doing tonight? Just trying to make it snug to where you're not pinching cables too bad, but it's also secure. Okay. Today's been a typical Monday. Just kind of waiting to get on stream tonight so we can get this printer going. Just for future heads up, everyone, we will be finishing off a Voron Trident. Might do it in stream, haven't decided yet. But I got a Leviathan board that we're going to put on it. Let's hopefully get that machine up and running here soon for one of the next big builds we're going to have. And right now, we'll just say it's an Iron Man suit. Which Iron Man suit is it? You'll have to wait and see. Of course, it's going to be a multi-part build. The goal is to get it ready by Halloween. That is the goal. All right. Got all those in there, snug. Take all the zip ties, put them back. Make sure you plug in, oops, sorry about that. Make sure you plug in your motherboard fan first. Let's do twos. And if you recall from yesterday's stream, all of the screws on the sides are the longer screws, and the middle screws are the smaller of the two sizes. I am going to start off by getting 2 of the longer screws in first. Okay, let's see if we can orient that back. Move the camera like that. Let's see. There we go. Ah. Just going to go through and put the rest of these screws in real fast. Now the goal with this channel is we're going to do some builds, whether it's printer builds or could be helmets, could be Iron Man suits. We're just going to go with trial and error right now and see what everyone likes. If we get more people that like the suit builds, that's what we'll stick with. But we'll venture out here and there to see if people like printer reviews, stuff like that. I know a lot of the major guys are going to Rocky Mountain Rip Rap Festival, which I think is this coming weekend, if I recall. I did not have enough time to get things gathered up for that, so I will actually be going to the Midwest Rip Rap Festival in Goshen, Indiana. It'll be actually my first Rip Rap Festival that I've ever been to, so it should be an interesting experience, to say the least. Let's see. We'll go back to, there we go. Since the printer's at an odd angle, we'll flip back to the dual view. Let's see. Whew. For being a huge printer, sure is a lot of screws in this printer just to hold the bottom plate on. Rip Rap festivals are festivals that creators go to. Vendors show up with filaments, different items, and it basically is just a gathering of everyone who creates things, whether it's 3D printing, drones. I've seen RC cars, battle bots, stuff like that. It honestly just depends on the festival and what is actually going on. Let's see. Got that back up. That back there. Lift the printer back up. Okay. Okay, so we got X-axis, stepper motor. Need to plug that back in. Can pre-stage this, the rest of the hot end connectors. Since I have that 3D printed mod from Mantix Labs, actually allows for 3 of these small zip ties to hold the cable in place. Let's see. There we go. So take it like so. Run the zip tie in. Got one in. Got another in. Okay. Take snips, trim off the excess. Now we need to dismantle the cover on the hot end so we can replace the hot end with this one, the brand new one. Now hopefully if everything has been wired in correctly, I shouldn't blow anything up. In theory. Let's see. Ooh, there's fuzzies in there. Interesting. Okay. Yep, I was afraid of that. So let's see. Gonna have to pull the big fan off the back real fast so I can make sure I can get to all the screws. Not 100% sure if I need to do it, but we're gonna do it to be safe. Let's see. Difference between the two and what? Oh, the hot end is currently on the printer that came with it, no longer heats up. I actually reached out to Elegoo and told them what the issue was, and they were able to get me a new hot end. Let's see. wonder if I can get this off without ripping apart the entire printer. Let's see. So, I'm going to get access to 2 screws that are probably being blocked by all this stuff. So we proceed. We dig deeper in. See what happens. Yes, this whole piece right here, this is a Hotend. Ah! This is the PTFE tubing that guides in the filament. Let's see, 2 mil. Okay. Pull off the extruder motor. It's one of those ones where I have a feeling I'm going to have to go deeper. So, very carefully pull that one off. Disconnect that from the side. Let's see. Yeah, that's a Phillips. It might be too small. Yeah. Okay, cool. Currently pulling all the screws out for the part cooling fans. So where maybe I can get lucky and well, always the fun part. All right, so that did nothing. Cool. So we're going to put this blower fan back on. Let's see. Gotta get a better angle. These tend to be a pain in the butt. Doesn't matter what brand of printer you take apart. Once you get it off, it's quite painful to get it back on. There we go. Almost felt like I was about to break part of the printer. Oh, it's actually let's see. So if I'm guessing, I'm gonna go with, I probably can put the extruder motor back on. And it probably, if I had to guess, is going to be the back 3 screws that originally house the entire assembly. We'll see in 1 second. 2 mil. Okay. There are 3 screws in the back holding the entire assembly on. If I recall from putting it together a few months back. Oh yeah, there we go. Ha! I win. Okay. Let's see. Let's get way down in here. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So, we have 2 connections, and there are 2 screws. So first thing I'm going to do, going to take maybe a pair of pliers. Yep, pair of pliers to get that undone. And then follow up these black cables up to the side here. And disconnect those. Which now just leaves 2 screws. And they are of the 2mm variety. Okay. This one. Let's see. These are Allen key drivers. Oops, there we go. Allen key drivers. And then a trusty iFixit screwdriver set. And then I would say long-ish, not true needle nose pliers, but pointy end pliers. As you can see, once those 2 screws are removed, it slides right out. Here's the other blue tube. For now, we're just going to set this to the side. We're going to take the new one. And let's see. Not sure if the camera can pick up on that too much. Nope. There is a hole inside here that you're going to have to line up the blue tube with. Once it's lined up, the hot end just pushes right in. One thing we are going to try to do, there we go. Move that yellow cable out of the way. All right. Screw it in first so I can connect all the cables up. Okay. That's slid in. I'm not going to snug it down yet, going to wait for the other one. Okay. Snug that one down all the way. Do the same to this one. And now we're just going to plug the cables back in. Maybe if it plays nice with big fingers. There we go. Got that one. Now we have this one, which we're going to have to flip around to get it to go in. Let's see. we now have a Hotend back into its housing. Okay, raise the cameras back up. Okay. Let's see. Clean some of this up real fast. Okay. Going to try something. Okay. That actually worked better than I was expecting. Tighten one screw up. Do not snug it all the way down yet. Make sure you get all 3 screws in. If you recall, I dropped 1 screw down. Since I can't see it, I'm gonna come over to this side. The hole is right between the 2 wheels. I know it's gonna be hard to see on camera. Just trust me, it's there. All right, tighten that one down. Snug them all up. Okay. Let's see. We'll turn the printer back around. And now we are going to put the housing back on the printer. Oh, that's 2.5. We'll just move that down here so I stop grabbing it. Screw back in the 2 screws that hold on the casing if it wants to play nice today, which may not happen. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Okay. Got that one in. Just need to fight with this one for a second. There it goes. Okay. Now it's auxiliary fan. Get that back in. So the easy way with this, get one screw in a couple threads. I usually start on one of the middle holes, then put the other corresponding one in. Get that going a few threads, and then put the 2 edge screws in. And I will actually snug up these 2. And then once those are snug, I'm going to go back to the first 2 original ones in the middle, snug those up, make sure they're good. Those are all back in. Move some of this stuff over. Okay. So we have two plugs left. One is the main plug for the printer. Make sure you push the two holders out of the way. That's where you can get the main connector in. And if you have done it properly, when you go to push the main connector in, it will close the two retainers and cause it to lock. Just like that. I always double check it to make sure. Then plug in the auxiliary fan. Make sure everything make sure you're not your assembly can go back and forth. This one works pretty well. Okay. Now I need to grab the main controller. Well, the LCD screen. We will plug that in. Let's see. Put that back to main real fast. Slide that there. Cool. Got the main screen right there. Gonna get a power cord, plug it in, and hopefully we do not see any magic smoke. Because if we see magic smoke, that means I did not plug the printer in properly. We'll plug the new harness in properly, and that'll be a fun email to Elegoo. All right, here we go. Currently waiting for the printer to boot up. Once it boots up, I will tell the Hotend to heat up, preheat to 220. And if everything is good there, we will call it a stream tonight. And tomorrow we will go through and test out, make sure everything is fully functional on the printer. Prepare, temp. Let's wait and see. I'm guessing I actually plugged it in properly, which is typically a shock. Sometimes I don't. Okay. The Hotend has reached 207, which of course it needs to level out. Probably need to do a PID tuning on it to normalize the Hotend to where clipper gets used to the actual temp, since I did put a brand new nozzle on it. Go ahead and end that to where it starts the cool down process. Go ahead and flip back to the main camera. Let's see, done that part. So If you liked what you saw in this video, please like and subscribe. And with that being said, I will see all of you next time.